Greetings, traveler.
I won't let you down.
Let's do this. Just go rogue. I don't really have as much of a plan for rogue yet, so I'd rather formulate one and test this. Alright, so the priest felt good if we can get those closers, right? Oops. If we can get the closers. Draft the rogue and win with rogue. I guess I could try and... The thing is, like, there's just not enough time to do everything. Soul Priest or the Madness. There is quite some aggression out there. But it feels like the curve is better than the Madness. If I'm looking at the losses, I'm like, can they be avoided with the Madness? So the, I would say that for the first 7 games or so, Madness is better. And after that, the Soul Priest will probably be better. So I think we're gonna just draft curve, and see how that goes. Alright. Matriarch was really nice for that deck though. Like if I could get 2 Matriarchs. Yeah, that's kind of what I lacked last time. So I'll go there. I'll take the premium 3 over everything. First Disciple is nice. I'll take Servitude for this deck, I think. It's like a bit weird. Although we do already have a Soul Priest, so Squashling might be an okay pick. Maybe we should just pick the Probe. Maybe we'll just skip over the Squashling. Let's see. Ooh, Temple. Temple was like the main thing I needed. Premium 3. Doesn't feel like we want Shroom for this. Holy Fire seems good. Taking A-Bomb is surprisingly useful for that kind of deck. But it's still kind of monk-ass to pick it. Corpse Razor is really nice in this kind of deck as well. Oh, we're getting our 3s, right? Yeah, premium 3s over everything right now. I do think the Novas are still good, right? You still want the double Nova. Nova did feel good. As long as I have the win cons to make up for it. Oracle's still good. Shadowwood Pain helps. Take the Oracle. Crusher is fine. Lizards surprisingly decent in Priest because of the Oracles. Bone Drake. Feels like rock though. Yeah. I do have Servitude and Corpse Razor. Hearth Arena is right. There's some nasty synergy going on. But rock is my first real 5. And it works so well for this kind of deck. premium 3. Although I do need to win con. 1, 2, 3, 4. I told myself I wasn't skipping premium 3s, right? So we'll try to greed it out with other cards. Alright, I think we're ready now. Picking the loan is wrong here. It's wrong. We should pick the dead speaker. How many curve 3s do I have? 4 now. And then I have lizards and maybe Farseer. Picking the loan is just proving a point, right? And it'll be good, right? But it won't be as good as the dead speaker. So I'll take the dead speaker. Okay. The silence. Okay. Could be Piper. Pulls Oracle or 3 drops. Side or that or Visions. We can take Visions and pick up an Amber. And then you have a second Amber in your deck. For now, the Visions is a bit eh. Why is he not picking 2 drops? Because I'm trying out a certain... Like, I'm very experimental when it comes to drafting. I don't recommend this if you're trying to just get as many wins as possible. But even if the finalized version includes some 2s, you get a lot of feedback from doing something like, oh, let's just not pick 2s and see how that goes. You get a lot of feedback from that. I think I'll go with the Piper and hope I... Piper's so low tempo though. We only have 1-4. I'll take it to have something to play. It's kind of close. Amber would be so nice though. And we have a lot of good 3s, so our 4s aren't that important. Elixir is really nice in this deck. I agree. It's going nuts on the Radiant. For a good reason. I do have the Corpse Raiser and I have the Servitude. I might actually pick the Grizzly, yeah, for big stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. I don't think Lash is that great in this kind of deck. Need a bit more stuff. Okay, so Death or Nova. I think we need the Death. We're in quite deep and we don't have the... and we have lots of good 3s, so AoE is less important. Yeah, I agree. Mastodon. Need a bit more finishing power. It's either that or Stag. But we have the 3s, so it should be fine. Okay, Bone Drake gives us that finishing power now. I'm okay with it now. Another Matriarch gives us that finishing power as well. Oracle would be good. Oh man, did I ask for finishing power? Dear God. Okay. The deck is too fast for Devour Mind. Like it's too tempo oriented. It's a Collins Priest. And another loan. I don't mind, dude. I really don't mind. Give me all the loans. I could see the Piper as well at this stage. But Lone's so nice at blocking aggression. And I have Elixir. Alkanai's been a good pick. Servitude feels like a good pick as well. Well, this is not okay. So, I guess terminology is everything here, Shanu. If you are a tempo-oriented, like pew pew pew, vomit your hand on the board priest, of course Devour Might is good. But look at this. I have Mind Control, 2 Mastodons, 2 Matriarchs. How are we vomiting out our hand? You seriously need a 2-drop. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'll get around to it, Stein, but you know me, I like to test stuff thoroughly. One, two, three, four. Yeah, we could actually use it, to be honest. Alright.
Anduin versus Liadrin.
My blade burns with holy fire.
The light shall bring victory.
Oh, I missed this, man. I missed having this. It feels like the draft was like, you want to do premium 3s? Alright, let's do premium 3s. I feel like it was almost testing me, as in, how far do you want to go? And I think we picked nearly all of them. Ah, it's so much fun, guys. It's so much fun. It's crazy. Of course, I have some bank to work with, so. And because I'm, you know, I'm usually not going to go completely, you know, I'm not going to go bank route. I'm not going to go 0-3 usually. I don't even lose that much at the start, but then the knowledge you gain from this, you put that into practice, and then the 12s just roll in, usually earlier than the other people. Because other people might get like 12s here and there, but if they're not really truly figuring out the meta, they're not going to get as consistent. It's that consistency we're after. So he bops the shield. I keep a 2-4 rather than a 4-3. I think I've done this enough that I'm fine with the loan.
I don't need any of you.
Could silence that, but that doesn't really make a doesn't really make a thing. I remember a long time ago from beta onwards that 3 drops were the worst slot in the game. Yeah, but so many things change, right? But yeah, for sure.
Reporting for duty.
It is different.
Avast, matey. For me.
Okay. So, Hidden Wisdom or Eye for an Eye? Oh my god. I think I'll bite the bullet now and go for this. I do think 4 is going to be our biggest issue. Well, because you have so many premium 3s, you can usually just play premium 3 into premium 3 and it's fine. Imagine your influence as a streamer is big enough that you change the meta to good 3s and everyone is playing it. Would it be smart for me to draft no 3s and strong 4s? So you're asking me what the counter to my play is? It's very suspicious, sir. Ugh. He's gonna light fuse me, huh? He's like, why isn't he killing the 1/2? Sniper, dude, what the fuck? I suppose the answer to your question is indeed moving the curve up a little bit, and you just have Yetis and Spiteful Smiths. That would be the immediate thing that comes to mind. Either that or hyper aggro, but you could probably not get that. Give me that. Actually, do I need to do that? It's a useless one anyway. Should I use the elixir and heal?
I must consider.
No, I should get the body out.
What are you hiding? The girl is mine.
How do you keep track of games and plays in the plays in each to understand the meta, or you don't? Well, I have a deck tracker which I can reflect up on. But I would say mainly it's also just a general feeling of how things are going. Like, what am I losing to? Would you still take the A-bomb seeing how it turned out? So my options were a Wisp and a 1/2. I think you still pick the A-bomb and then you either have it in your hand and it's dead, or you can play it if you don't have anything. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird pick now, I agree. Not your premium pick at all.
Awaken my children.
I do love the double matriarch pick. Heart Arena was all over the shield, and I don't think we're that kind of deck. I don't think we have to win the board early. I think we need to just put up a good fight and then have those matriarchs to ensure the late game. If you ever silence the pressure, it's possible, less likely now.
Reporting for duty.
Be gone!
I think I'll keep it. We'll see if the MCTs is here. I could have had 2 Novas, but the Nova was up against the Shadow or Death, and I think with the amount of premium 3-drops I have, I wasn't forced into double Nova. I think that's the that's at least the theory. Whether it's correct in practice, we'll see. But I do think that the problem isn't so much flooding as it is, like a mid-game Hydra that suddenly tears me apart. So the Shadow or Death does feel good against that. I think when Collins looks at this deck, he's gonna be like, oh baby. He's gonna look at the double Mastodon. He's gonna be like, you picked that because I said it was okay, Shady. And we're gonna be like, nah, I'd never do that.
Your opponent
Too much, my man.
You asked for it.
The light shall bring victory.
Let's go. Is premium 3s just the priest thing because of healing, or is it doable for other classes? So this is why I always want to be a little careful with this. It's an experiment, right? It is not saying that it's an amazing. If he's paying attention, he knows what's coming, right? It's not like it's always going to work in every meta, but it's something you can do with different classes. Like Rogue has a good option for not picking any twos because you can just dagger. You'll probably have some twos, but they're more like 2-drop Eviscerate on turn 4 or 2-drop Kidnapper on turn 8.
Shields up.
I thought he was gonna go for the value. Shucks ass. What? Thank you, man. Thank you. 45 others getting those emotes. Thanks so much for the 200 bits. Leyline. That didn't do anything. It's a very nice rock, but the Death Speaker kill it is so clean. Should probably take the Death Speaker kill it.
I sense your strength.
It's good to save the rock for later AoE effects. Make him ping or not? Collins couldn't get a priest yesterday, so he's forced to play 200s. Ah, oh, poor guy. I know he was looking forward to testing priest. I think we can actually play it a bit more conservative. No need to go too ham on making him ping. I think we have a good enough board position to do this. But this is the reason why you would do it, if you would do it. It's because now we could just do that. Not great. Okay. Putting out the chief feels wrong, but I think it's right. It's like we should do it to play around the AoE.
What are you hiding?
Should put the thief in the middle. What am I doing? Nice, Viking Jack. Congrats, congrats. That's no small jump at all. Good stuff. It's getting a little bit annoying. Meteor is gonna suck if I go for the Mastodon, but double trade Mastodon 6 face allows me to Corpse Razor Mastodon next turn, or Witchwood Corpse Razor now. Could also end up healing the 6/4 and then trading for free. In that case, I'd heal the 4/4. But if I heal, I have 7 mana. 7 mana is really ugly here. So we'll go with the non-heal play and hope for no meteor. least we dodged the polymorph on the corpse raiser. That's something. So he's gonna have a lot of 1/1s, and we're gonna have a corpse raiser grizzly. I could also hold off on the grizzly for now. Yeah, it feels like a spread makes more sense. Try to get the first grizzly to be a bit better. A bit bigger.
I don't need any of
Hide the polar bear's breath.
you. Speak to me.
Spider senses tingling.
Alright, he still had that. Oh. No, no, that's not what you're supposed to do here, no. But I'll take it.
Bring the pain.
6 cards. So Fen Creeper plus. Versus freeze all the things. Take Fen Creeper plus, I think.
Consider.
Because it's a good play, right? The first one, and then I might get a big card to play, like a Matriarch, and then I can actually afford it. Alright. Oh, really? I was like, at least we can visions the mind control. Okay. That's fine. Shadow or Death, Elixir, Servitude, Holy Nova. Servitude could potentially be good.
I wonder.
Does this require a heal? Meaning, should we Visions Crusher heal, or should we Frost Rider Crusher? I have no idea what I'm gonna want from the Visions. So I don't think we heal. 0 downside to Frosty and Crusher. Well, the downside is that this is not on 4, meaning 1 and Pain can kill it, and he doesn't have to take 3 damage on his ally. That's the difference.
Not too quickly.
But I think because of the mind control in the hand, we should play it a bit faster. I agree.
Hide the polar bear's breath.
If you find the Elixir that gets the 1/1 copy, it's a bit of a long shot though. Bit of a stretch. I do like the Visions in the end because we have the mind control in the deck. But right now, if I have Visions, maybe Nova will be amazing. Maybe Holy Fire will be a great card. Maybe I need the Death, right? So it's maybe Elixir. Like for instance now, like I could go find a Nova and deal with that thing. Or at least probably, right? Am I one off from 1, 2, 3? Yeah. But I can fight the Holy Fire and have him anyway, so... Oh, I could just mind control it. That's way more funny. Okay.
Anduin versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
The light shall bring victory.
Yeah, Visions was lethal as well. That's correct. Hey, by the way, JB. Yeah, you love coin in this deck, because you almost always get to play 2 very strong 3s. I wonder if that was a guy who didn't realize we were gonna get a 312 bear. He was quite happy killing it, yeah. Thank God for loan.
I don't need any of you.
You might say, Shady, he can just ping. But then there's no 3-drop on board. Whereas if I don't have this, the board spirals out of control quite fast. He's probably going over some options, but he's always going to come back to the ping because it just makes sense. It's just a turn 3 ping. It's a lot better for us than him just jamming a secret. Now comes the scary part. And we draw a play. If we don't draw a play, we haven't automatically lost because we slowed him down. It's not like he got a runes out. Oh, okay. I think we'll be fine regardless if his turn 4 is Stonehill. But yeah, if we had an Akanai here or so, that'd be nice. But that's cool. Our opponent somewhat skipped his turn, so us skipping our turn here isn't that bad. Like, if you look at it in the end result, he played a 1-1 on turn 4, right? Given, you know, our turn 4, so... We skipped our turn, he played a 1-1, that's fine.
Mere baubles, but I take.
That's scary. So if I silence it, it goes back to a 4-4, assuming he's stacking cards. If you could modify the deck, how would you do it? Ask me that after the run, Dana. Kind of want to get more feedback first. Because it's a pretty good model of what I want to test. There's nothing like super bad that I'm like, okay, I need that gone.
The brain buys you.
I think your lack of 2s and 4s is concerning. The 2s is by design. The 4s, yes, I can see. I would like more 4s. I picked Akanai fairly highly, first pick, so we're happy with that. But the 4s didn't really show up. But no 2s is by design. Shady's saying this is a 12-0 deck 100%. Yeah, where was that guy? Was it yesterday or the day before? I don't know. I feel like he was just looking for a fight. Somebody think I can't get 12-0 with this deck, huh? Come at me, punks. That's how it felt.
Time runs out on me.
Alright, so probably a Holy Fire. Ooh, Fish. Fish. Now he's allowed us to silence if we want it and just put the Crusher down, double trade. But if we silence, then he gets a 4-4 to kill a 3-4 with. But I get a 6-6. I get an 8-8 on the board. Whereas if I just Holy Fire double trade, got 3-4 versus a 2-3. If I silence double trade, got 3-4 and 8-8 versus I'm not a fan. I'm gonna go with the Holy Fire and just bump him. What fools these mothers be. That's the secret we denied him when we played lone. We top decking and wrecking, boys.
What are you hiding?
have been annoying. Pretty good. And now we just have all of this is what the deck yesterday lacked, is it had way better early game, but it didn't have the closers. It had one matriarch. And I was very you know, I wasn't really concerned with running out of things. Because the meta was so aggro, but the moment you're at high wins, you should be concerned when you're running out of things. We're still on 27. That's pretty good.
Arrest them!
Just gotta get him to trade. I wonder if I'm gonna lead with the matriarch or the mastodon. Obviously, if you lead with the matriarch, you get a 3/3. But you could somewhat bait auto removal with mastodon and then hope you get to stick. Oh, that's surprisingly good for us. I was about to say, that's not your ping, yeah. Yeah, please ping the sheep. No, he's visualizing the board and stuff. That's cheating. Yeah, ping the sheep. Yeah, ping the sheep. Ah, that's my boy. Alright. I think we might be going matriarch if that's the case. Yeah, the second draw, for sure.
Awaken my children.
If he starts jamming full phase here, we heal every turn, unless mind control is really good. But yeah, this is the point where he might want to deal with the matriarch. We'll see. Arrest him. Was it always bump the 4/5? Yeah, you just want to encourage trades as much as you can, Shenyu. Because look at our hand, right? The only way we lose if he starts going downtown and pyroblasts us. Wait, that's tough. Did I say the only way we lose? He might also win if he has a Dragon Slayer swing.
Time runs out on me.
Guys are being trade, keep it 4-1. Grizzly is very nice. Because we do want to put stuff on board. Do we squeak in a heal or do we oracle? The instinct is to squeak in a heal. Because I can go oracle mastodon, right?
Ride the polar bear express.
And 2 health might matter. But yeah, Dragon Slayer swings are obviously annoying. Ooh. Alright. That's not good.
We have many secrets.
Right. He has a card since turn 1. That heal phase might have been pretty good for us.
Time runs out on me.
You could just Mastodon and let him Pyro the Mastodon and be like, sure. Could also trade the 2-2 Matriarch heal. Trade the 2-2 Matriarch heal, but then you get in muddy territory. Yeah, it's not good. If he Pyroblasts, he can't ping though. So we can free kill if we want to. I guess we know it's mana bind, but let's just do proper things.
The glory is mine.
Already hit at least one of them, right? Yeah. Oh, wow. If that's the second Pyroblast, that's hilarious. And dirty, you dirty, dirty mage.
When Earth moves, empires fall.
Okay. So if I give him a Flame Strike, I can Mind Control next turn. Flame Strike, trade, heal my guy. Do you think he kept Pyro? He has no more card he kept in a million. I want to be able to Mind Control, right? Or death. I'll take a shot over death.
Awaken my children.
Could have death to push 6, but it doesn't really improve the clock, so probably just put more stats on it.
What to do?
Mind Control the Baron.
What to do?
I must consider. I must consider.
Both on 6 makes more sense, right? And then I can heal what I want, what I do. I can choose which one's more important to me now, right? No, I heal the taunt, so then he can't do it, right? This is on 8. No, he can. I heal here, right? This is more annoying for him. Yeah, what's more annoying for him? That was the point. Yeah, the point of the play is to make Flame Strike ping as awkward as possible. Jelly is causing us trouble today. Oh, we dealt with the last guy efficiently, the last Jelly. Didn't play around Avalanche. Flame Strike. Okay. So he has one Shaman card and presumably a Pyro. These are the positions where the A-bomb's fine, right? Where the gameplay is a bit slower paced and you just need a thing. Didn't he use the Shaman card? Oh, it's a Death Rattle, you're right. For some reason I thought he got 2 cards, but he did not. I think I might just take that, because I have the Death left, right? Because I can leave him with just the 1/1s, but like he'd get a lot of cards. I think we just MC it, because we got the Death left. Just killing his cards now. I want to see him pirate a 5/5. Alright. So Visions gets us Servitude. Guess we should do that before it fetches us nothing. It's all because of that Dragon Slayer. It pushed us back sufficiently that we had to take a step back.
Do you like to play with fire?
Reality woven.
What's the point of picking the 4/4? He wants to kill it and then kill the A-bomb to like give me a bunch of 1/1s. Wouldn't you have played Pyro last turn? Tell me what the far left card is. Right? Other than Pyro.
You win this.
Well played.
Anduin versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Take it from ya boy Shady. That's the Pyro. Ooh, we hit our only 4-drop. Nice. Not that the A-bomb didn't do work there, but it's not something you want to play on 4 most of the time. But yeah, that was a good example of the A-bomb just, you know, providing you with a thing. Yeah, my job isn't really to kill them. It's just to make them realize they'll never kill me. That's the angle. But sometimes people just don't agree with that and you actually have to kill them. It's like they haven't read up on the priest contract. So with the Scream kind of priest, you don't even coin here, but we're not the Scream kind of priest. We need to throw stuff at him.
Let's start some trouble.
Start some troubling. Would you say that you are a troublemaker? Question mark.
For me!
You could heal it, but you can Alchemy into pew pew. So. Two drop and flow 2 mana. Cool.
My shield for Argus!
Pretty annoying actually. It seems better than just throwing the Alchemy in there. Am I wrong in assuming this priest gets farmed by Zulok? Priest in general doesn't really like Warlock. That is true. But we have sufficient early game that we really shouldn't be overrun too hard. Whoa. What's going on there? It's a bit of a Nova tell, but I have Soul Priest, so being able to ping off the 3/2 is nice.
Look! You shinies!
Okay, didn't matter. It's giving us a ping target regardless. Like, what we're doing now, guys, is we're just stalling. That's all we're doing. That's why we just have these minions. We have these minions to throw at him and say, do something with these minions. Slowly our mana is building up, and then we're at the point where we can start playing Matriarch and Mastodon and such.
So many options.
Rogue is a bit tricky though. Hey, yes. Pre-hit? Question mark? No. It feels like we're just gonna Inspector and kill the 4/4. The next turn, maybe Vision's Boundrake, maybe heal, maybe a good Shadow or Death.
Feel my pain.
What are you hiding?
Pixie double ping? Ooh, Pixie double ping was better. I agree. Not something I'm in the habit of doing. Try to remember that for the next game. Going in there. So he's allowing us to trade unless he does something, right? No, I like Pixie double ping more as well, guys. Good one. Could just be Matriarch against Rogue, to be fair. On the other hand, he's just waiting to deal with something. If I Visions here, what am I looking for? I can't tell you yet. That's usually a good reason not to visions yet, huh? What does Pixie do? It refreshes the hero power. So we could have pinged, Pixie ping, and then we'd have 3/4, 3/5, trade a flame. It'd be pretty awkward for him. I was actually thinking about exactly this, but then the alternative was Matriarch, so it was a game. But yeah, this is so annoying. This is where having Shadow Manas in your deck is huge. Because you can just go. Alright, the MC showed up, that's nice. Do I play around a crab? No, the Pixie might be useful, right? Could play around a Shadow Step, I suppose. Have you ever compared your average wins without Collins? We did the leaderboard push in May, where we got rank 2 and 4, where I played solo and co-op. So it's pretty close. Okay, so that's somewhat hopeful. No like uber big removal, yeah.
Harvest time.
Whoa, man. He is respecting the hell out of that 3/7.
Calm down! I'm a doctor!
Hey, thank you, Zerubi. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, it's easier if you don't have to like click prime every time, right? For sure, for sure. No. Thank you so much for that, man. Welcome back. I feel at this point you'd throw the Matriarch at him, because we're gonna need to play big boys soon. I think we can either fatigue him if he wants to kill every threat we have. So this is where we're opening up the value game for him, right? The alternative was to go Frost Rider heal, Pixie heal, or Frost Rider heal, Pixie look for the Nova. This feels like Spellstone, right? The trade is very fast. Yeah. You can see what card he has based off how fast he makes his decision. But Spellstone was quite the read there. I mean, quite obvious. So we hope he's not packing too many. Oy. Could be bad. But yeah, losing the Matriarch there is it's risky. He's just back in our mobile. That means we're gonna go card for card with him, huh? Interesting. Not the worst. If that's a mind control, we can steal it back, so it's not the worst. Just gotta hope he doesn't have an endless amount of big removal. The death is not in there. What's the most problematic thing you can get? Holy Fire's Reach. It's really not that much stuff in there, right? Like Death Speaker, maybe? Dude, slow the fuck down, please. This is why I usually hold playing big minions, but my god. Alright. So obviously we can just put the big boy out there yet again, right? Or we could play Lone Pixie Gastropod and look for something with the visions. Face into the shield, 4/6 into the lone, 2/4 into the snail. It's got a 4/4 versus my 3/4. I can pick Nova, that makes things a bit better. I think we just keep trying, to be fair. But this could be Plague Scientist, right? He needs something to go play a guy Plague Scientist. Oh, that's terrifying.
Not too quickly. I must consider it.
Alright, we'll take the fire.
I don't need any of you.
Wouldn't he have saved the Dead Speaker so he could go Dead Speaker to Plague Scientist? It's an option, yeah. Should I trade? Okay. Didn't land the Nova, unfortunately. That might mean he pulled Nova? Question mark? Man, this entire game has been so annoying. But it's a good learning experience. I'm gonna look back on this game and figure out exactly how we were supposed to win it.
This jungle hides many secrets.
Servitude in there is pretty nice. This is probably cheat death, right? So the Holy Fire would be bad. Six, 8, 9. So he just kills it. Respawns the dog. But I can't give him another pack. It's ludicrous. God, he is so prepared for this matchup. Crazy. Super targeted for priests here, right? Pickpocket, 2 minstrels, Elise, hallucination, assassinate, spellstone, insane. Very, very much prepared for the matchup. Feels like it's just over. The heal on the minion was a little greedy. I'll give you that, for sure.
polar bear express.
Yeah, I should have held face. So slow, what could he have? Well, he might also just know I have mind control, right? So, be bad to play into that. I think the minion heal was definitely wrong. I just healed the face.
What was lost can be found again.
Yeah, healing the face when it matters, right? Very frustrating game, but I will look at everything I could have done better.
I must consider.
Definitely a game I could have won.
You have
Doing versus Lunara.
The forest fights back.
the light shall bring victory.
Colin's in the house. Drop us some Rika whoops. What do you think of the deck, Collins? I think it should be 4-0, and I like it. It needs force. It's the only real thing.
I appreciate your efforts.
Ride the polar bear express.
I don't need any of you.
The glory is mine.
It's a good mid-range deck, not too familiar with these. Wait, I thought all of your decks were heavy mid-range, right? Ooh, constructed level shit. Free ramp, basically. 5 mana 4/4, battle cry, give yourself 2 extra crystals. Control, Shady, control.
Now how about...
I don't know if you can call this a control deck. I use minions. Oh, really? Not too sure about that one, buddy. Seemed a little weird to me, I'll be honest. This might be the I drafted a really good deck druid, but I don't really know how to play a druid. Which might be irrelevant because he ramped. He might just UIS.
Let's see.
No, not my things. Ooh. It's a pretty good grizzly turn, right? We got a 3/9 on board. Get a heal, protect our guy. Why not kill the 6/6? The rock had a lot of health, 10 max health, so if you didn't want us to burst heal it. This feels very UI-ish, right? You get a feel for when people are just dumping their hand. Far left or the 3, either of them. So assuming UI, what do we do? He got 5 and 5 into the bear if he wants it. If I trade, it goes to 6.
I wonder.
Trade there. Then heal it up to 8. Heal this up to 5. Might kill the 6/6. Could also dead speaker. Get everything to full. But dead speaker to 5 might be nice. No, dead speaker anyway, right?
I sense your strength.
Quickly.
There's a lot of stuff on board now. Ooh, not snapping the UI?
Now how about...
Okay. And then hero power kill the 6/6. No. I don't know, man. He's doing things, that's for sure. What he's doing, nobody knows.
At last! A worthy fool.
Oh my god, dude.
Of course.
It is not QER. I will look at it next Monday. We did have it. But who cares? Hey.
Awaken, my children.
I usually don't pick it, Alex. But it's a good card for sure. I feel like it's not pronounced enough as to what it does. At least not for the style I usually draft. As long as this hand doesn't lose the board, he can UI as much as he wants. It's fine, I guess. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Awaken, my children. Be gone!
Let's do this, my man.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
You missed. The fuck? Stealth, power. Sure, we don't care. You can do things, my man. You can do your things. So we can get 4 4 things on board with 1 Nova.
I wonder.
Trade, Nova. Servitude to Grizzly. Could hold Servitude, honestly. Could just put a Mastodon in the way and not heal for now. But healing is so nice. What the hell? Kinda like just getting the taunt in the way, it's pretty greedy. Hey, Zaylor, thanks so much for the 34 months, dude, crazy. Thank you so much, my man, welcome back. Almost 3 years. Hey, Slissa, what's going on?
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
We don't care, dude. Like, we just do not. 0 shits are currently being given. One, 2, 6. Yeah, I guess I'll Servitude now.
Be gone! Be gone!
I can't win them all.
Those are rookie turns. So you're telling me that on a regular basis, you summon more than 4 3/3s, a Mastodon, and restore 2 health to your board, deal 2 damage to his board. I suppose it is quite like I kind of want to keep this, but I think we find the 4 drop, right? And another 3 is as good as this. So. To that, my answer is it's probably Collins. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, we did float a mana. I didn't have an Oracle, but I would have had a full board, so I needed to smite his face there. I got you now. Even though we could have smited his 4/2, smite the face would have been the play. I get it. We got the Akanai. It feels so powerful when we got our only 4-drop in the opening end. No offense, Avon. And we got the only 1-drop as well. The funny thing is we might not actually be able to coin 3s, but I drafted so many of them. We should still be able to get them. Alright, give me a loan here. Let's go. You still play it because you can trade heal, and there's a decent chance you'll find a 3 anyway.
I don't need any of it.
Yeah, pretty much the perfect example of trade heal here. You could actually kill it, which I guess is worth it versus a mage. Oh yeah, Oracle his Prince Kalisa. Crazy. Guess we Pipered him.
Come dance to my song. Is mine.
Pretty good keysmith for him. Deal 2 to my guy and kill my turn 4. So it's like we exchanged turns, I took phase damage, and my minion took damage. Quite nice. Good thing we had the Piper and we were able to pull something.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's unlikely to do. Keep thinking if I want to Shadow Visions already, but I don't think so. So it's Dead Speaker heal face or play the A-bomb. I think we play the Dead Speaker
Not too quickly.
so that we can ping it off if he doesn't trade.
I must consider.
Gut feeling was this, so I'll play it. I don't feel so good. Still not sure what I take. How can I ping sets up the Nova? That's a little obvious. That means I'm just Novaing next turn.
I must consider.
There, Pie. There.
I wonder. Not too quickly. I must consider.
If he pre-hits, that would be great.
The brave buys you no rest.
Good. Good.
Reality woven.
It's a good way to check for the vape now.
I wonder.
But putting this on 3 is pretty tempting. I don't really need to hit his face, right? Guess I could just death it.
Embrace the void.
Get best of both worlds. Two, three. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Not DMC, let's go. That'd be such an insane hit. Oh, I'm so good at this game, baby.
Feel my pain.
Yeah, I have to agree, this game does look pretty lost. Don't really see how we pull it back from here. Man, those deaths really pulled us through.
Our witch shall never end. Our witch shall never end. Our witch shall never end.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, once this priest gets bored versus mage, and I'm not like on 10-12 health, it's very fun. This is like, as I say with priest, like now we can start to play. The first 3/4 of the game is just me trying to not die. Everything from there is just, look, I have priest cards.
Calm down! I'm a doctor!
Hey, the big 50, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gambler. And welcome, Camel. We don't kill him. We don't really want to play these. Let's do this. Suck some grubs. Bone Drake on the board. Maybe. Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, it's kind of over from here on out, so
Feel
why
my
not?
pain.
This power is ecstasy.
Feel my pain.
The game ended with the mind control, though. Like, this is just more a formality. But this deck, even though it has a worse score than the deck yesterday, because I'm gonna round it up at 5 again, right? Then we're gonna draft with Collins. The deck I drafted yesterday was 5-0, and I said this deck is not good, guys.
Awaken, my children.
Whereas this deck is gonna be 5-1, and yeah, I think it's got potential to go all the way. Poor guy. The giggle. doesn't matter. It just does not matter anymore.
What are you hiding?
Like I said, it was over on the MC turn. It's just, we're just done. Like, he might still have a couple turns in him with blizzards and stuff, but it just doesn't matter.
Well played.
Arrest them!
Checkmate. Well done.
Let's make a bet for 8. We're winging it today with
Fight
bets.
with honor.
The light
We're
shall
winging
bring
it.
victory.
Oh yeah, I only have one real 4, so we're keeping that. That's nice for turn 5 with the Alchemy. And we have the defense with the champ. That's nice. Okay, let me catch up with the chat, guys. Fake laugh. Milo, are you like saying my life is fake? At this point, I've kind of taken peace with it. On the other hand, what makes you think that I would like to fake that laugh? That's the only laugh where you know it's 100% genuine for me.
The light shall burn you.
But I'm perfect. Taking isn't real? Nah. We loaning.
I don't need any of you.
Let's do it, boys. You mute every priest that does that?
Anything.
But it's the only curve play we have. Or you mean you mute every priest that plays alone into your gastropod? Because that's understandable. That's annoying. That's very annoying. That's amazing, Sam. Oh, that's good shit. That speaker is a better board now, but this baby sets up for the Earthen Ring, so I'm gonna do that.
For me.
Oh. That dude is worrisome. Whee! Princess Try. Welcome back to the 22 months in a row. Damn. Closing in on 2 years. Pretty crazy. Glad to see you on so late in the day, my morning. I like that I can watch you live while I'm at work at the computer. My pleasure, Princess Try. Good to see you here always. Ah, that's why you wanted to do it. It's pretty good. We're just healing everything. Right. You could have a Vine Cleaver, which is a bit annoying for this. But I guess we just put the Matriarch down.
The first wish is free.
It's too good, right? It's somewhat uncontested now. And we can corpse razor it and keep pew-pewing. When priest does priest things, yeah, the the oh, thank you. I needed to get rid of that. When you get to do Arcanized Soul Priest things, it's really nice.
The first wish is free.
Now the opponent's like, come on, little Billy, heal a matriarch. And I guess not really, huh?
Be gone!
Be gone. Whee! 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 It's amazing, man. When the matriarch sticks, feels good, man.
Put your faith in the light.
Stay right there, baby. He knows what's coming.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Don't make me Holy Nova here. No, it's still not Holy Nova, right?
Big victory.
Thank you. There we go.
Anduin versus Mayenne!
None can escape my fury.
The light shall bring
Alright, I have an Oracle. I have visions, right? It's been a while since I played this deck.
Calm down! I'm a doctor!
Bamorsha, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome. Good to have you here. Guys, you have been amazing today. Thank you for all that support. It's super fun to test this with you guys. I've been holding this and it's been a bit weird. My curve is locked for Pixie Soul Priest probably, so I'm playing the spell that I picked maybe on turn 5, so it matters for an elixir. Ah, it's weird, right?
quickly.
I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'll take the elixir. Okay, so turn 5 we might have a good play now because we picked this. Maybe even turn 4 if he leaves the Pixie. Do you think you get a chance to draft one more? I mean, I could probably draft one, Dano, but I don't think I'll play it. So I think I'd rather just draft it and play it in one go. It's a pretty sick steal. That speaker feels better, right? It's good information. We know he's got this. Could even mind game him a little bit, right? Pretend we're playing this. This is real try hard, right? Haven't done this in a while. Because now he'll never think it's a boss fight. He's like, he's never gonna expect the desk breaker. Looks like we're both worthy adversaries here. Alright, if I buff this up and heal 2-3, 4-5, 4-5 empty board. That's about as good as it gets for my hand, I think. Oh. So the Shadow Visions paid off this particular game. It's nice. Yeah, I actually go to bed in like 2 hours, so I should probably not draft another deck.
Hide the polar bear exquisite.
Yeah, all good, Don, all good, man. Now I haven't had this schedule for too long, so I'm trying to like see where the boundaries are as to, you know, how long I should stream. Because it takes a while. It takes a while for my brain to like just cool down, right? I can't just like stream and then go to bed. Missed for damage. Damn it. Always missing that damage. You thought I would learn after a while, right? Making him dagger with the Auchenai isn't terrible. These is with a 3/5 and a 4/4 versus 5 mana and a dagger. We could also just go with the Holy Nova. This is 4/6 max health, right? So I could trade Nova, heal. Be a 4/5 again. 4/5 and a 4/4 versus 3/5 and a 4/4. Could also sack this and have this as healing, but I think I'd prefer to make him dagger.
Not too quickly.
+4, -4. Hold on. The brain needs cooling down as well as warming up. Yep. We don't know if he has the Valspine in his hand already, but it's in his deck. Or his hand.
I wonder.
Yeah, it's going pretty well, Snow. I didn't think I'd still be like this fine, seeing as like usually, you know, if you usually go to bed in 2 hours, you're not as alert, but I think I'm doing okay. So pretty happy with it. Red Smile likes to do the mind game stuff and it never works. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but yeah. What's your go-to snack or food after streaming? I eat broccoli with salmon, PCG waffles, usually after streaming. And cashew nuts and Brazil nuts? Is that what they call it? Hey, play around it. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. Still a little feels bad, man. It's pretty good. Cashews, carbs? Yes, no. Who's the keto master, huh? I know how much I can have. Not the worst. I think he's getting to know about me now. He's got the Valspine. Oh, did it not pull? Or did it? collisions shall never end. Duly noted. Bone Drake's a really nice hit. Soul Priest will do.
Embrace the void.
I don't want to play the Drake because it combos the Valspine. If I need to. It did draw, I'm just assuming the worst. Ah, okay. Because if it wouldn't draw, that would actually tell us that there's 100% Valspine in his hand, right? But yeah, for sure. Well, a strawberry or cashew is very different, right? It's no, like one has fructose in it. It's not just carbs, fat, protein. Isn't the 4/4 better on that board? It might be better on the board, but first of all, he doesn't know that, so he's respecting the thing. Oh my god. Classic rogue doing things. I'm afraid of the Valspine, obviously. But was this the card he pulled, by the way, guys? Have we been tracking or not? I have not. Giving up your Drake is a bit problematic because you might not be able to combo the Valspine. But there's still a reasonable amount of cards left in the deck that can. And Valspining a 4/2 just didn't really feel game winning there to me. Alright, good. Valspining the poison seems worth it. Seeing as the poison's quite problematic on this board. And then we get to heal. Get to just play some defense. Like he's on 15, but I'm not really pushing face. Like I won't get there, so I'm much better off playing board. Do you see Shadow Step in Arena ever? Yeah, for sure, for sure. A lot more with the bucket system because it's just the better card in the pack a decent amount of the time. It's pretty good. Well, that tanked 4 shots.
I hope you like my invention.
Don't have it? Maybe? Still have a lot of stuff left in the deck. No draw though. Oh, rewarded? Of course not. Why would I ever get rewarded for anything in my life? Fuck this. I was thinking about exactly that card for not killing the 4/4. Hey, that's good. Body on the board.
Awaken my children.
So we got another Matriarch, Mind Control, Mastodon. That's nice. Just please. Dude, could you stop? Rogue feels good, yeah. I'm gonna play this shit. It's frustrating, right? Because you play against the... takes the 6, I guess. Like, you play against the super aggro dudes, and now there's... Oh, that's gonna advance spine, of course. Of course, yeah. Oh no, just more assassinates. How does he get away with this? That's what I want to know. Can do this all day, motherfucker. But he can too! Ah! I just feed him. The meta is super control. Have you played game 1 till 5? So there's another assassinate in his hand, and there's a Valspine in his deck or hand. Trying to figure out how I ever win here. I think the sad answer is that I don't. I play a nesting rock next turn and I bait the thing, but no. I think I have to give it up. Oh, this is so painful. It's so painful. Hardy, welcome back for the 4 months. Hi. Cheers, man. Thank you so much. It's not even worth it, huh? Okay, I see how it is. Well, it was worth it for us to play it then. Why not Earthen? He just uses his face to kill the Earthen, goes face, develops something. Next turn I just die. Rope every turn, you never know. His phone could be on 2% battery.
The sun has set for me.
Mind control? Force the assassinate? Tempo. Not dead, right? I can assure you, you can, my man. Like, number 15 is assassinate, so... He just assassinates the 6. No. He doesn't have to. Mind control the rock? Still has an assassinate, there's just no way out.
I must consider.
There's no way out, right?
Well played. You have best.
I think I will try Rogue, yeah. Because Rogue, if you can expect aggro, just draft Shadow Blades, right?
Light shall bring victory.
Shadow Blade the people. Shadow Blade. Oracle, please. Divine Shield though, that's nice.
The light shall burn.
We're figuring it out, guys. One game at a time. I think we did a lot of really good work today. I feel like the idea of what I wanted is now very different, and that's always good. I taught you how to do this now. Please. It's no please. It's no please. Oh, there it is. Man, saving the earthen for the Alchemy is kind of nice, but it's just really good on this board. If I played Oracle, I set up the lizard heal, but is that good? I guess so, yeah.
Eyes are open.
Silver moon shall not fall.
Do you kill the 1/1? I guess you do, right? Yeah. After... Yeah, you reluctantly kill the 1/1 here. So what do we do? Rock and face? Rock and face. That's not the play, my man. He's like, God, I should trade that 1/1, but that's just plain wrong. He's like, a 2/1 should never trade a 1/1. I don't want to put both of them on one for ya boy. I get him. Yeah, it feels bad. It feels very bad. So we can Alkanite Ping. That's like a pretty tame play. We could Elixir. We get Apprentice, Visions, Elixir. Pew 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 pew. Getting the Alkanite develops kind of okay though. It's more high health.
Embrace the
We'll see. Pushing a bit of damage because he's a Warlock and I have a Doomguard.
Why do you call?
Don't have a Madness, right? Do have a Nova, which is not enough. Got a Silence. 16, not enough. Alright. I'm not gonna look for a lethal, I'm just gonna see what I'm gonna do this turn. Buffing this to hit face with could be cool.
I must consider.
Paying 5.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Not too quickly.
quickly.
Kind of weird. You let him kill this, but I want to push damage. I feel from this position, if you have the mind control, you just don't lose. So, even though the mind control might not really assist you in killing him, I feel like it's a good moment to go get it if you can get it.
I'm ready to learn.
One off? Yeah, one off. It's just good pressure all around. I mean, we're a priest, I don't have to kill him. So. Just gradually up the pressure. So he can't defend himself anymore.
You are the Shadow's puppet.
How appropriate. He gets my card, I get his card to kill him with. So he can tap. Like warlocks are, like if there is a class you want to kill as priest, it's probably warlock because they can just keep tapping. Man, this soul priest has been showing up. That's really lucky for us. It's the only 4 we want to play on curve. And it's just been there, you know. Been there for us. It does feel so good to just know that you're going to land a good 3. 2 Frost Riders, 2 Loans, Pixie, Death Speaker, Earthen Ring, Thunder Lizard.
Was a mistake.
It's like you're just in the deck. Ready.
I don't need any of you.
So far, okay. Nothing too crazy. Premium 3 versus Premium 3. Wow. That seems like a bit of an odd hit.
For me.
Embrace the void. Yeah, you don't want to hit it anymore now, do you?
Unleash me.
Oh, darn.
Feel my pain.
I don't need any of you.
He's slightly ahead, I would say. Okay.
Out the road.
Do we just want to put the 8/8 out? I need to steal a Shadow Flame. If I trade here, he could sack the 3/2, or he could damage to Jelly. Somewhat significant of a turn here. Just putting an 8/8 down or playing multiple things. Well, he's no longer slightly ahead. Veritas. That was before I saw he was gonna go Jelly Flame him. feel like the 8H just doesn't cut it for me. Not gonna do much.
What fools these waters!
Because the jellies is gonna keep blocking it. Like the Frozen Crusher is just, even though you have Corpse Razor in your hand, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I wonder if we'll free kill with the jelly. Feels like it, right? Because it lines up nicely. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, 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 bop. Okay, so not what I was thinking. He's like damaging jelly, lol. 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 Right.
Let me show you the arcane.
The arcane. Shadow Man feels really good right now. Has to be said. Okay. So we could just stop the jelly from being a jelly. Seems like an idea. Don't think I coined a dead speaker.
Consider.
Squire, attend.
Ready, sir.
Yeah, it's probably just super antsy to get that trade. Maybe just put the Crusher down, but you kind of want him to not hit your face though, right? I think it was okay. Rin versus Warlock's pretty good. Here you are. If we dead speaker, we can put 3 into the Rin. And then he puts the 3-in-1 into our 3. He could double trade the dead speaker, which then preps it for Holy Nova. But then I can't Corpse Razor because I've used coin. I could just Crusher, hit the 1-4, let the jelly or the Rin trade. He'll probably trade with the Rin. Now what do? I kill the Rin and I Corpse Razor, or I kill the Rin and I drop the Mastodon. That doesn't feel too good. I think we need to do this and then rely on the top deck.
I sense your strength.
GG? Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I'm kind of just wrapping the run up. I could have probably done a bit better if I didn't play it now, but as Collins pointed out, he didn't want to crash and burn our deck, so he sent me off to crash and burn my own deck. But it's not really that important because we're just picking up knowledge every single run.
Put this apple on your head.
Was a mistake.
Oh, you don't know half of it. Oh, he's got a ED thingy. Yeah, he's got a number. He's got a number, boys. Got ourselves a number. Now, if he adapts -2 health here, that would be great. No? Okay. Do you even A-bomb? Let's get the silliness out of the way. I guess you do. Because if he's got the damage, he can kill this anyway, right? You just play it and hope it makes sense. I don't feel so good. Smart. Understandable. I'm kind of happy he's doing that. Oh, he actually needed the 1. He's on 13 though. Yeah, yep. I keep talking and it keeps backfiring. It's great. Should try it one time, boys. If this sticks, we're good. I wanted to heal with 1 mana. It's not gonna stick, but if it sticks, oh baby. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. I wanna do this. Bone Drake? Bone Drake's pretty good here. That'll do. That'll do. If he doesn't kill it, now you elixir it, and it's super memey. I don't see why it won't die, but yeah. Please don't kill it. Please. Don't kill it. No. Why would he do that, chat?
Why do you call?
Oh, Frostrider not good here. 10, 12. Can make a 5, 12. Push 5. You can throw the 6 in twice and start healing. I think I will freeze. Because he's gonna kill this, right? And if he doesn't, it's okay for us. Oh, it's the same story. Yeah. I copied the frozen one.
I wonder.
Mice in a zoo, Marcus.
So many possibilities.
So not the foul. Okay. Just not AoE in general, right? That's what that means. I'm just gonna hold. Okay. Matriarch draw. Can help a lot here. For that. I'll take that too.
Extraordinary.
Thinking about the nether. I think you just try to not give him more options though. Punished, yeah. We got rewarded for a really weird try to make it happen play, but he's got AoE, right, if that's the first move. Seal gun. So not AoE, just the Doom Guard. Alright. So the trade was super worth it because I saved my Wind Fury. Oh my god. Imagine if I don't trade there, guys. It's crazy. So this happens for sure. This happens for sure. This is 7 max health. I think I might kill this, but I don't think I will. Another one down pounder. Miss 1 HP. Miss 3 HP, I guess. We cheese them, boys. We cheese them. But keep refining our drafts. The run with Collins is at 4 and 2, I think, Shane.
Versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
The light shall bring victory.
We do some good stuff with this. The Silence Keep is like, could be, but I think we keep the elixir and see if we can get there. Hey Luffy, no worries, no worries. Thank you for watching it.
Reporting for duty.
I don't need any of you.
At last, a worthy foe.
Could make a 2-4 for 0.
I don't need any of you. For me!
Probably not worth it. Versus Pally.
You brought me back.
Oh, I could silence the A-bomb. I could actually double trade A-bomb next turn, freeze the A-bomb, silence A-bomb. That's kind of good.
I wonder.
Hey, Zelenia.
For me! For me! I don't feel so good. Out of my jungle!
Reporting for duty.
I think I can still hold out for a moment.
I must consider.
I'll have a look at... I'll play my game, guys, and I'll have a look at chat after the game, because especially the first game. There's a lot of questions and I want to answer them, but I also don't want to screw everything up. So I think this is what I'll do. I'll do this, and I'll do this. Next turn I might silence it so it can attack, but now I also have the silence in case he wants the steed. That probably takes... That's probably a priority. Could even freeze it again and then silence it.
Reporting for
It's
duty.
pretty funny.
must consider.
The glory is mine. Hide the polar bears.
I sense your strength.
Think that's better than Bone Drink? Because the Frost Riders are gonna get awkward. Alright, well, I'm happy we have a spread going, but not so happy with the Terran.
Awaken, my children.
It's a bit annoying.
I sense your struggle.
Need a Holy Nova here, and we're good. Like, Holy Nova's insane.
For duty.
Just another Matriarch, baby.
Be gone! The glory is mine. The glory is mine.
Not healing the Matriarch with the Wasp on board. Yeah, so without Terran, we've already won the game versus Paladin. Divine Shield, that's annoying. Steed.
My eyes are open.
Okay. I think the Sleepy makes more sense versus Silver Sword, right?
Quickly. The glory is
But pre-hit, the Silver Sword isn't that good. Yeah, just Terran, unfortunately. Like, there was pretty much nothing else apart from Equality Consecration that was going to get him out of that.
Let me think.
Do you like to play with fire?
I mean, you still sword if you have it. Okay, doesn't have a sword. It's got Vine Cleaver down.
Reporting for duty.
You're gonna throw everything in there? Summon draw, that makes sense. Kind of like getting the Matriarch going behind the lone. And then next turn taunting with the rock. Like Death, Rock, Heal. I could see why Paladin would do alright as well. Oh, come on, dude. It's so disgusting. Like you're just not allowed to have Tarim and Equality and Vine Cleaver. It's just disgusting. Even if I hit a Matriarch, I can't heal yet, right? So better off putting this out. Servitude in his deck is pretty cool though. Got so many big boys. Okay, the fact that he's willing to throw that away could indicate Silver Sword or a buff now.
Reporting for duty.
I think he's just gonna Silver Sword his next turn. Oh no, never mind. Never mind.
Awaken, my children.
I think the rock in the way is more annoying for now. The next turn we start healing. At least I'm getting a decent idea of what I should be doing. One frustration at a time. Why would you throw another one on there? Alright, well, mind control? Punish, please. That'd be insane. Maybe Nova allows us to live another turn. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Like, why throw, like, why do this? Like, this is ridiculous. I'm just gonna play Ultra Save. Like, I don't understand people, like, why? Like, that's literally the only way I'm gonna do anything there. No.
The gates are
Okay.
open.
I was like, you did not just hit another Tarim.
The victory is yours.
Overall, from Mulligan to the end of plays. It's up to a degree, right? I would say that if you try to draft literally the worst deck every time, then obviously it's your draft. But assuming that you know about Hearth Arena, you use Hearth Arena, it's your plays. Like if you draft a Hearth Arena deck every time, you're gonna lose more often to your plays than your drafts. And then once again, up to a degree where you start to become a really good player, then but you see how it's not one metric for all. It depends where you are at as a player and what you do. But I would say if you want an answer, it's plays. But there are situations where it's going to be the other one. Would you consider taking a break from Arena when you are tired? I was wondering not to play for a while. Will I lose touch? I mean, if you don't, that all depends on what your goal is, right, James? If you're if most of the time it's just a good idea to not force it, because otherwise you can't really force yourself. Like you can force yourself for a while, but your mind will rebel. So it's generally speaking not a good idea to just keep ramming your head against the wall if you're not enjoying it. Okay. Hey, we have the A-bomb silence combo again.
I don't need any of you. Out of my jungle! For me.
Still catching up with the chat. Why trade the steed? Well, I can't really get through it, Jojo, and I need a heal target. So I'm either gonna hit now or I'm gonna hit next turn. If I find the MC, it's pretty good regardless. You little fucker. That's annoying.
For me. For me.
Oh, sorry guys.
Whoops.
Assuming entity, right? Because runes, it doesn't matter. This is better versus entity. This is better into runes because I'd rather keep this.
I don't need any of you.
None of that.
How long can this go on?
I'm gonna punish.
Can this go on? For me. For me.
If he had made the right play and spread the bells, mind control a 2-something taunt wouldn't be as good as mind control a minion that summons a taunt and already has a taunt. Yeah, but you're banking on the MC top deck there, Joldo. That's not fair. Like, you don't know he's going to bell. And even then, assuming I draw mind control, I'm pretty fucking happy to begin with. So, no, I don't think your reasoning is correct. You can't just do that, right? You can't just be like, wow, your play was worse for your top deck mind control. It's like, well, pardon me, right? Twinzen, thanks so much for the full year. Welcome back. Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated.
Consider.
Interesting. Don't really want a dead speaker here.
I must consider.
Okay.
For me.
Are we testing the value of Giant Mastodon this round? In a way, yeah. Just to see how much stuff you want. You did not offend Jojo. I'm just expressing my opinion.
I must consider.
The heal pixie heal is kind of cool. Because I kind of want to heal anyway.
What fools these mortals be!
Yeah, I was worried about entity.
Fools these mortals be!
But you get to keep the dead speaker, which is nice.
We have many secrets.
Oh god. Could be another entity. Give him the A-bomb from POP. If he's got a flame strike, it's gonna suck. I think I need to trade some stuff. Do holy fire things.
I must consider.
Check for the counter first. I feel like just adding shit to this board will not really end well. Could throw down a matriarch. Nah, it's just kind of annoying. First one could still be entity. That's a taunt, right? Yeah. Oh, this is annoying now.
I wonder.
I don't think I get to not play matriarch. The problem is if I go dead speaker, that's the logical first move. But what else do? I can't add the A-bomb, and I can't exactly freeze my entire board. And the secret is likely to get countered. So I think by process of elimination you have to do this. Okay. That's fine. It's slow. It's good for him, but it's slow. You can kill them both regardless, right? Maybe I should have healed this for the ping, right? Doesn't really matter, but I guess for AoE maybe healing here is better. Well, giving him 2 dead speakers would have sucked as well, so.
My duty is to the king!
Okay, so for this it's slightly worse, right? But for AoE it's better to heal the other one. I don't have Shadow Madness, but I have a Nova. Could also ping down and play the Marsh Strike. Perhaps attack first and then play the freeze. It sucks super hard. Wow, wow, wow. Because then I have to freeze the dead speaker as well. It's just bad, man. It's just really bad. So he's got 2 matriarchs.
I wonder.
Ride the polar bear express. Embrace the What to do? What to do?
Yeah, that turn sucked. Wow, wow, wow. Like, everything sucks there. I think I didn't really take that lightly. I think you just have to play matriarch and hope it's kind of okay. Alright, so 2 things, right? Either Marsh Drake, immune, kill the poison, tempo, or just heal. Or Elixir, 5 HP, trade 1 HP, heal, heal, save the dead speaker. I think the Elixir makes more sense.
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
Yes, he's killing my 6/5. He still has a taunt in his hand, which he got reduced by 2 and he didn't want to play it here. It's interesting. It's either the A-bomb turn or Marsh Drake, that speaker turn. I think Marsh Drake's just better, right?
I will be your doom. Ready? I'm.
I sense your strength calls.
They're both pretty awkward minions to get on the board.
Awaken, my children.
The brain buys you no rest.
Our ritual shall never end.
He gets to play 4 of them. That's cool.
Never end.
Cute play, cute play.
Shall never end.
The visions will never end.
Our ritual shall
The legendary quadruple Phantom Militia turn. He did it, boys. Matriarch could be really awkward, right? Bone Drake is nice value, but this is guaranteed good. So.
Awaken my children.
The Servitude has been so good in this deck. Kind of crazy. But that's no surprise, right? With double Mastodon, double Matriarch. Crusher, Bone Drake, Witchwood Grizzly. Bonk. If the copies kept the reduction, yeah. That would be very easy to break. It's a lot of big stuff still on the deck. Chief Inspector at any moment in this game would have been pretty good as well.
I wonder.
Frost Riders I felt a bit awkward later in the game, but I mean they're so good on turn 2, turn 3.
Ride the polar bear express.
Could you stop pyroing my 9 and 10 health minions? Dude. So annoying. I don't think I death the Matriarch, right?
I will be your doom.
Oh, what? Oh yeah, you can't ping. You pyro. Of course he does that. You're 9, right? 4, 7, 8. It's pretty good here. I've used both my resurrection things. Might be time for the A-bomb to come out. The A-bomb blocks my next plays though. For this turn it's fine, but it'll block my next plays. That's not good.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
In the best shape of my life.
We're about equal for fatigue. I think now it's this and then Big Boy Taunt, right?
Consider.
I don't feel so.
Wow, that's cool, risky business. Thanks for letting me know. What if he doesn't kill it? I mean, he's not going to kill it. I mean, maybe with the crow he will kill it, but even if you, like my default was him not killing it. I was gonna trade something and then protect it. Like without the crow, he wouldn't have killed it. It's equal, guys. It's 8, 8 and 7 on the card count. I guess he just AI'd, right? So it's 4 and 7. And I thought I was 8.
I spread the master's
Oh,
will.
boy. This is so sad. So sad. But there's a Visions in there and an MC. So 2 out of 6 for MC, technically. Oh my god, he is packing.
Our witch shall never end.
I'm gonna need to find Nova and then top deck Nova. This is not a mind control game right now. Dreads, dude, thank you for the 12 months, man. 1 full year. Good to have you here as always, my man. It's not an MC tour, not an MC thing, right? So I go Temple, heal, hope for the top deck. What's he got? 6, 12, 15. If I Nova now, but if I don't hit the double Nova, I'm kind of out of it anyway, right? Yeah. So he's 1 off even if I don't heal. One out of 5? 20%? Come on, baby. Oh, yes. Let's go.
Set of cards.
Let's play. Don't do me dirty. Don't do me dirty. Come on. Sure. Sure.
Only a fool
Sure.
the lick.
Sure. Why not? You can have that. You can have that, my man. You can have that. And this, and this, and this. Let's go.
Cards.
These top decks are so lovely. Yeah, it feels like we're being tested, right? The game after game, we're just being tested the entire game. Whereas, do you have the mental fortitude to just stay in this game?
I wonder.
Because I feel like there's just been so much disgusting stuff that we'd have to overcome. And then we get our lucky break at the end, right? It's like they're getting all their lucky breaks during the game. And I get my lucky break at the end. But I need to survive while they're getting their stuff done, right? So,
I
yeah.
wonder.
Because all everybody sees right now, right, is like the top deck, right? Oh, you hit the MC. Oh, you hit the Nova. But they don't see like the fucking 15 turns before that, where you're trying to optimize in a bad position, turn after turn after turn after turn.
I wonder. Time runs out on me.
Your magic shall not save you.
Well played. Hello.
What are you hiding?
No. 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 No.
There's a price on
Okay.
Well played.
You win this.
Anduin versus Thrall.
Yeah. I think rogue, priest, and warlock. I'm not sure about yet, but I'll need to give it a go and see how to draft it. You have Tess, Shane. You. Damn. Well, I can see him killing the A-bomb He-Man because he has Crow,
Summoning portal.
and he's expecting to get massive value out of the Crow, right?
I don't need any of you.
Warlock's holding number 1, but I'm not sure why. Well, Warlock counters Priest, so you can like draft the early game minions to hold off the aggressive people, and then you can draft to beat Priest after that.
For me.
Ride the polar bear express.
Like life tap is just counter to Priest.
I wonder.
Oh, ancestral. Ooh, 30.
Silver moon
Okay.
shall not fall.
Man, these turns are like punk ass.
The glory is mine. Ride the polar bear express.
Out of my jungle.
Sure. Nasty. Hey, wow. See ya, man. Good luck. Why aren't you a 5/7 rock? Come on, man.
Truth is my shield.
I think for now we still just have to add stuff and get some good resurrections going. That could get really cool. With the Corpse Razor Elixir.
I wonder.
The other one is Shadow Visions now. Shadow Visions for a Nova? It's too slow, right?
Not too quickly.
I think we have to distract him with a Matriarch.
Awaken, my children.
Distraction complete. So if I Elixir Razor, sack it off, I'm gonna get a 4/7, a 3/3, and a 1/1 that spawns a 4/7.
I wonder. I must consider.
The other one is the Servitude, right? But we don't need to.
Not too quickly.
The brave buys you no rest.
We're on 20 health. Avalanche position is probably the 3/3 in the center, Jojo. Well, this is pretty good.
The red one tastes like cherries.
All right. So I'll be able to trade here. Finding a Shadow or Death is nice. Finding a Nova is also nice. I've got to add this for Volcano.
What are you hiding?
Oh no, I mean I have 2 health here, but I mean I want to add this for Volcano. I'll put it like that.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
It's so stupid, right? I have a completely valid reason to play my minion, yet I get punished.
That's incredible.
So he's not toteming this turn. I think the Matriarch sacrifice really did it. It was that turn where everything was awkward, right? And we sacked the Matriarch. And we respected the Matriarch.
Well played. Let the king
We got the Death Rattle one. That's interesting. Can use that with Bone Drake and Oracle and such. It's a fun combo. Might have to tempo it. Is the silence worth being able to attack with it next turn? I think the silence is so nice to check for counterspell. I'm gonna have a 6/5. I think I will silence versus mage. Being able to swing with the 6/5 is, we don't know how important it's gonna be. I'll take that trade for get speakers and such. Chief Inspector, yeah, please. Cross Ultra. Well, we have cards. So Matriarch, Death Frost Rider, Holy Fire. I think those are the only real options. Like the safer one for now is Death Frost Rider. But that means we lose that, you know, Death plus Rock turn next turn potentially, or being able to do other things.
Not too quickly.
I think I will just let him put damage into this. He's gonna clear Matriarch and he's gonna have a 5-1. Well, first of all, he needs to have a damage, right? Second of all, you don't know if it's going to be more or less annoying to not have the death camel.
Perhaps.
But yeah, I can totally see the death being better. I just look at this hand and I see 9, 9, 7, 7. And I'm like, man, if I don't play something slightly bigger this turn, it's a bit awkward. And he didn't have it. Alright, so we could Holy Fire, trade heal. We could Death, Corpse Razor, Death, Rock. The heal puts the 3/3 on the board. And gets the slightly less efficient card out of the way.
Consider.
Be gone!
Oh, okay.
Someone call the doctor.
Clutch. I killed the one that was in worse position for Direwolf. I'm not saying it's correct, but you want to know my thought process. That's the one I killed.
I must consider.
Throwing cards on him. He's got lots of stuff with the bonfires, keeping them supplied in cards. He's trading a lot, that's good. I think we keep the taunts so that he uses his removal on the non-taunt minions. Then we can use the taunts to defend ourselves. Boonk. Yep. Frustrating, but it's almost like that's the tax you pay, right? Like we test with Matriarch so that the Mastodon doesn't eat it. The disgusting part is that he has 3 extras in his hand now. So you just have to assume he doesn't land good cards there, but This is cool though. I'm definitely seeing a pattern here for the high wind decks. Kabbalah's Tome is a pretty good card for 2 mana. It was a pretty good card at 5 mana as well. But this is what I mean, right? Imagine that we led with a Mastodon, would be out of Mastodons now. And at least now maybe, just maybe, he doesn't kill it. I mean, he's gonna kill it though without using a spell. Can you explain the pattern? Yeah, we can do it after the draft. Or after the game. My boy Chief Inspector off the top. I can't believe you remember Tanzania. How's the new meta research going? It's going well, Keyblader. Thanks for asking, man. I have a lot of fun with it.
Ride the polar bear express.
What fools these mortals be!
Calm down! I'm a doctor!
Chernobyl Survivor. Thank you so much for the 4 months in a row. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. I was thinking of maybe just putting the Matriarch down next to the 4/4. But getting lots of health
Ride the
seemed okay as well.
Winter is here, and it's cold!
And it's cold.
Empires.
Wow, didn't proc. Pop shampoo. Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's a wall. That's what they call a wall, boys. Feels good, man. Deploy the wall.
Foolish!
It's mine.
This trade's better for AoE. Yeah. Oh my god. What can you do? Man with the red beard. Thanks for the host, man. Welcome, guys. Cool. Alright, well, 11. So, what's the pattern? The pattern is these people are just stacking anti-priest stuff, and it's not necessarily anti-priest stuff. It's just anti-greedy control stuff, right? Like a Greater Ruby Spellstone, that's a card that you very rarely get to use to great effect, right? But if you're playing against the priest, then you can just take it slow, take it slow, take it slow. It's insane, right? Same thing with the Rogue, who had 2 Assassinates, Foul Spine, the Poison Doctor, he had Pickpocket, like, he was just stacking stuff to beat the really slow decks with. So it's like you get, you're already seeing like a reply to the meta, and that's maybe subconscious, right? Where it doesn't even consciously happen. It just means that the drafts that have that end up doing well. Edit ZP, thank you for the 5 months, man. Welcome back. To be fair, it's not easy to get Valspine in Rogue. Yes, what does that have to do with anything? Grizzly respawns as a 12? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so let's have a look at our choices here and see what we could have done different, potentially. The Arcanine was good, although Shadow Madness would have also been really good. Because right now it feels like you have lots and lots of really aggressive people, and then you have the counter aggro with lots of value, and then you just have big value, right? Servitude was amazing. I loved it. Matriarchs were good, of course. Temple was good, but not like crazy good. Didn't really have the time to get the tempo going, but the deck was a bit too heavy to usually get the tempo going. I picked the Frost Rider. I just spammed 3s because I was tired of getting killed. Corpse Razor did work. I picked Lone over Pyro and the Madness because it was like 3s, 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 3s. And it did work, right? Like the 3s did do a lot of work. Helped us survive a lot. Nova was great. Shadow Word Pain would have probably been better than Oracle. There were lots of Shadow Word Pain moments. Crusher was fine. Farseer was more than fine. Picked a Rock over the Bone Drake. Rock did well. Picked Frost Rider over a 3rd Matriarch. Because Premium 3, spam, spam, spam. I could have seen 3rd Matriarch for this deck, to be fair. We got Death Speaker. Fissions did okay. Picked the Grizzly over the Radiant and did not regret it. Grizzly was great. Chief Inspector could have been great. Death was very useful as well. The Mastodon Big Boys. Yeah, oh my god, just look at the last half of the last piece of the draft, right? In the very last piece, I got Mastodon, Bone Drake, Matriarch, MC, Mastodon. So like the last 5 cards, 4 of them were like insanely big value. No, 5. The last 5 out of 6 cards were insanely big value. Oh my god. That's pretty nutty. Alright, let's do this. Let's open up. And let's start... let's do some more testing, right? Get some dust. Nice.